Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today is going to be the greatest day of your life. You know, a few weeks ago I posted a video about something that I think has many personal benefits, but evidently it's not seen in such a positive light. In fact, many people dismissed it as an unproductive, mind-wandering distraction for unfocused workers mentally in la-la land. Now, what am I speaking of? That's right, it's one of my favorite tasks that I engage in every single day. Daydreaming. That's right. According to neuroscience, daydreaming activates the right side of your brain and opens up the gateway for more innovative thoughts and creative breakthroughs. Now, for all you left brain dominant and task-oriented individuals that commented on my last video, just let your daydreaming take over and listen to me now. You see, more specifically, practicing productive daydreaming while doing something relaxing, I think, is an amazing way to set goals and build a schedule for the day. Think about how many times you've come up with something brilliant out of the blue while taking a hot bath or a shower. You know, daydreaming is something everyone can do. It's free of charge, and there are so many benefits to be considered. One of those is memory benefits. You see, research suggests that entering a state of quiet wakefulness, which is what I call daydreaming, after an experience can improve learning and memory. Now you see, quiet wakefulness is a relaxed state of environmental awareness that helps the mind process complex thoughts while awake and at rest. And in one study published in the journal Nature, researchers examined the neural activity of mice while they were daydreaming. Now, this study revealed distinct neural patterns and activation of the hippocampus, which is an area of the brain responsible for memory, and these findings suggest that daydreaming could help you with learning and memory. And you know, it also suggests that we need to make time for daydreaming during the day to cement the learning that we've accomplished for that day. And you see, there are also many other benefits to think about with daydreaming. It makes you more creative. Research actually indicates that daydreaming fosters creativity because the brain's ability to make novel connections between seemingly unrelated concepts is heightened during daydreaming episodes. And you know, at the heart of daydreaming lies a network in the brain that activates when the mind is at rest. And this neural theater, as we all know, you've watched the pictures in your mind, right? It's like a TV screen in the mind. It allows you to mentally wander through scenarios, imagine alternative realities, and simulate experiences. I also find my daydreaming episodes the best time to set goals. I can get a vision in my mind of what it is I want to accomplish, and it's amazing how the steps just kind of fall into place to take the first actions necessary to get going down the path towards that goal. And, you know, one of the people that I look up to as one of the most intelligent individuals ever to exist on the planet is Albert Einstein. Now, one thing you may not know about Albert Einstein, and this is actually out there in the literature that he's disseminated, he famously developed his theory of relativity while daydreaming about riding a light beam. Absolutely. You know, and Albert Einstein utilized daydreaming, the concept of daydreaming, much in his life. A lot of the ideas and value that he added to physics and other aspects of science, he directly correlates to the way he interacted with the universe while daydreaming. You know, and you probably also have likely experienced waking up from a deep sleep only to realize your dreaming mind has generated a valuable idea. Have you ever done that? I've done that quite a bit. You know, it's the same principle behind daydreaming, but with less risk of forgetting the concept. You know, it's funny because I can wake up from a dream and vividly remember it for about the first 2 to 3 minutes, but then I get up to tell my wife about this great idea and it's gone. And so sometimes when I wake up first thing in the morning, I tend to write things down right away. That way I can get the main concepts of the dream I was dreaming. That way I can share that with my spouse. And, sometimes it generates next steps and an idea that becomes a goal that we begin to work towards. There are also many other benefits from daydreaming. Something you might consider is daydreaming enhances your ability to solve problems. You see, it serves as a cognitive playground where the brain tackles unresolved problems. And a study published in the Journal of Psychological Science revealed that individuals who engaged in brief periods of daydreaming throughout the day before a problem-solving task demonstrated an increased creativity and problem-solving skill compared with those who did not engage in mind-wandering. And I'll tell you, when scientists have conducted MRI scans on individuals who were daydreaming, they discovered the various regions of the brain were highly active, including the executive network, which is linked to complicated problem solving. And that study was published in Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. And I could put a link to each of these studies in the description of the video. That way you can go out and enhance your learning and understanding of all the benefits that can be garnered from daydreaming. There are also many mental health benefits that have been attributed to daydreaming. In certain situations, daydreaming has a protective effect against negative experiences. You see, according to a study published in the Journal of Pain, individuals who were asked to recall the memory of enjoying their favorite meal while placing their hand in a bucket of ice demonstrated higher pain tolerance and less anxiety than those who were focused on something neutral or they didn't concentrate on anything at all. I tell you, if you've ever had your hand in a bucket of ice, it gets real quickly. Daydreaming can also be a valuable tool in dealing with stress and anxiety, especially in busy environments or situations with perceived threats. Now, if you feel yourself getting more and more anxious, you might turn to daydreaming, and I'll show you how. First, one of the greatest benefits of daydreaming is that it allows us to take a break. So that's the first thing. Take a break from your work and any other distractions that are going on by looking away from your desk. Sometimes I focus up on the corner where the wall meets the ceiling in the corner there, and I'll just kind of stare off and then take a deep breath and then let the breath out slowly. And you want to repeat this a few times. Then think of something pleasant that has meaning for you. And this is a great way to reduce stress and anxiety. In a matter of seconds, you can rid yourself of intense focus, a left brain activity that can trigger stress and hamper your imagination. Just a little jab from my left-brained friends that commented on my video. There are also workplace benefits. I think I've talked about this in the past quite a bit. We work with the executives at our organizations on this as well. And what I believe is that leaders understanding and embracing daydreaming can unlock a treasure trove of benefits in their workers. If you encourage brief breaks for employees to let their minds wander, this can enhance creativity and problem solving. It paves the way for innovative solutions, enhanced team dynamics, and a workplace culture that embraces the power of the wandering mind. So the next time your mind takes an imaginative detour, did I say imaginative? I believe I did. That's not a word. Imaginative detour. Remember that it might just be leading you toward your next breakthrough. And in this, just keep in mind, we work in a new world. We don't work in our grandfather's office. That old school mentality where we all wear suits to work every day and, we sit in a boardroom with cigar smoke everywhere and we figure out how to carve up the world. Those days are gone. Okay, that is not the way the world works anymore. That's not what workers are becoming as they escalate and climb the ladder towards higher level leadership positions. We live in a new world, we need to embrace that. It was once said, I think famously, it is not the species that is the strongest that survives. It is the species that is the most adaptive to change. And so it is with us as human beings. The more adaptive we are to the changes in our environment, and the more we open our minds to new creative possibilities. Daydreaming may not have been seen as something positive in the past, but I'm telling you right now, begin to incorporate it in your daily activity list. It only takes 5-10 minutes out of your day, but see how it transforms things for you. Maybe it'll change things, and maybe, just maybe, it's the next step towards your next breakthrough. Friends, I care about you, I believe in you, and I know for sure I'll be back tomorrow to talk about some new things. Remember, these are just ideas I'm sharing with you. I just want to get you thinking. Because when you're thinking, you're going to do better. And I'll tell you what, we don't want to pass through this life tiptoeing quietly, hoping that we make it safely to death. Let's take risks. Let's get out there today. Let's care for others, and let's try to be the best us we can be. Have a great day, friends. I care about you. I think you're amazing. If anybody's worth it, you are. And I'll be back tomorrow just because of that fact. Take care.